Diagon Alley, set number 75978. Last week we started on, looks like a bookstore here, along with some a store that sells ink quills and some writings. We're going to go ahead and open bag number 3. That was bag 1 and 2, by the way. We're going to do bag 3 today, hopefully 4, but we'll see how the time allows. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep these right at an hour. We'll get started in the building, but before we do, I told you I'm famous for dad jokes, so I have to tell one. And the joke goes like this. I got into a car accident the other day, and the accident was my fault because I didn't see the person in the blind spot. So when I was talking to my lawyer about it, I told him that I should get a rear view mirror from IKEA, and my lawyer said that was a good trade. All right, well, without further ado, let's start the building. And the joke goes like this. Number 1 is to open the bag. So here goes nothing. Bags inside of bags inside of bags. It's all fun. Anyway, oh, I like these little neon yellow, trans yellow. What do they call these windows? That's pretty cool. All right. So like I said, I'm gonna try to build this as much as I can from your point of view. It is harder on me, but this is not for my viewing enjoyment, it's for your viewing enjoyment, so we'll do the best I can. Okay, 4 of those. I hope you guys have enjoyed the other videos, such as the ice maker machine and the vending machine. And I hope you guys enjoyed the first video on this one as well. If you do have any suggestions for any comments, or content, I should say, please let me know. I'm more than happy to see if I can do it. And as well, I should always mention every video, and I hope I do, that if you like these videos, I hope you are pressing or destroying, smashing, gently clicking, whatever you want to do to the like button, but just make sure that the like button does go blue, and that way that's your final answer. And then that way it lets YouTube know that there is a community out here that enjoys these videos, and hopefully in turn they will suggest this video to others. And also, if this is your first time here, or if you just haven't done it yet, please subscribe. And also hit the notification bell. That way, when anything new comes out on my channel, you will be the first ones to know. And I appreciate your support. Another thing that really helps is the comment section. By leaving a comment and having that interaction there, it signals YouTube that people are actually interested enough in this channel to engage it. And that helps spread the word about the channel. So I'd appreciate any comments. Just please keep it clean. And as always, I also ask that you leave it politically free. I just feel like, and I will never discuss individual parties or candidates on my channel, and there's a reason for that. I come to Legos to escape this kind of stuff, and I'm sure you do too. So regardless of your political alignment, I really would rather not hear it. So please leave a comment below, but nothing political or like that, please. And if I could find this window now that I've skinned the bottom of my thumb there. All right, well, oh, well, that's why. I put it in the wrong spot. Well, silly me. So speaking of Harry Potter, I'd be interested in knowing in the comments below, when was the first time you saw a Harry Potter movie, and what was the first Harry Potter movie that you viewed? I have 4 children. My wife and I together have 4 children, and I've only been married to her, so they're both our children. I know, kind of odd these days. But long story short, because I have 4 children, the Harry Potter movies were on in our house quite frequently, so I got my fair share of seeing them, and I do have some of my favorite parts, especially some of the more silly parts. And one of those is when they're talking about the pronunciation of a spell, and it is made sure that it's enunciated a couple times that it's Leviosa. Because I just thought that was the silliest thing. But yeah, that's probably, out of all the parts to like, that's probably my favorite. Wouldn't mind hearing about what your favorite part is down below of the Harry Potter movies. When I have to do repetitious things like this, I wished I could for a minute have the powers that Mary Poppins did, where, you know, things just kind of all got put away in the toy box all nice and neat. Wish that could happen to Legos sometimes. There is fun in building them, don't get me wrong, but these more repetitious ones, they tend to be mind-numbing sometimes to me. And just to let you know, there may not be an update video to the city this coming week. And that's because I ordered the parts about 3 weeks ago, and I really expected them to be here now, but they're not here. And so I unfortunately placed another Bricklink order. Well, the first one was from Lego. The second one was from Bricklink, and unfortunately I have to say I'm not very happy with that, because I emailed the seller and I asked him if, or her, I can't tell, but anyway, I asked if they could tell me an approximate shipping time, and I ordered on Saturday. So yeah, I ordered quite a few, almost a week ago, and I haven't heard from the seller. So unfortunately, I'm kind of having my doubts, and that's really upsetting, because this is a pretty large order, so may or may not be a PayPal claim in the end. We'll see. But it doesn't sound like, regardless if it's not a PayPal claim, it doesn't sound like it's going to be here anytime soon. And to be completely frank with you guys and honest, that is the reason I started my Bricklink store all them years ago, was because of service like this. I just felt like there was too many people that were selling as hobby sellers instead of acting like it was a business. And so therefore, I decided to start this, and even my store, and even though I started it small, I've never treated it like a hobby business. It's always been professional, and I care about customer service. I care about being quick. You know, my take on it is, when you order, you know it's going to be a couple days for the shipping. So you want it in the mail as soon as possible, because the last thing you want to do is wait several days, because it can't get dropped in the mail even longer. So instead of being 8 days, I like to cut it down to 3 or 4, and I do keep track of the tracking. That's something that you can do through stamps.com automatically. And so I already know right off the bat whether my stuff's getting there in a timely manner or not. And so it's real important to me to take care of people and make sure they get their stuff as soon as they'd like it, which I know it was yesterday that they wanted it, but I do my best to get as close to yesterday as I could. Oh, looks like we need a sticker here. Number A5. Okay. Let's get it on there if I can. It says Olivia on it. And that's this one going that way. Correct? Cool, because I don't like redoing stickers. They don't tend to stick the second time around. So that goes onto here, like so. Well, that's frustrating. So some ideas for some upcoming videos. I've seen a couple, but I'm thinking about doing a video on how to whiten Legos. Number one, just to show the technique of how to do it. And number two, because I have some Legos that definitely need to be whitened. And so I may do a video on that. That's an idea. I also have ideas for some more unboxings. I have several sets that I just haven't had time to get to, so what better way than to do it on YouTube and share with others the joy of the building there. So I'm thinking about doing that, as well as I will have city updates as often as I can, usually weekly, and also the Grand Lion Hotel. And there will also be update videos going on about several of the buildings on the city. In fact, most of them I will build on screen to show you the techniques, and also to point out the variations or customizations, however you want to word it there. So I'm hoping that you guys will stick around and watch those. As well as I'll do Lego hauls as I go to the Lego store and I'm able to find some deals, kind of like the Friends roller coaster that I got the other day. That was a heck of a bargain. Make sure I have that all right. I do. Okay, make sure. Yep. Well, that's interesting. I don't see how to clip it on there. Let me make sure I have this right. I think I might have made a mistake. And I did. That's what happens when you build upside down. It's rather difficult. So let me fix that so I can place this properly. All right, so now we've got this little cap to this bay window on top there. And it looks like we're going to build yet another cap. Got some brackets here going on. We got some more brackets. And I gotta flip this around because I can't. I just can't do it upside down or backwards or mirror or whatever you want to say. I guess it goes to prove my brain doesn't work backwards. Another dumb dad joke there. That might be news to my wife, by the way, that my brain doesn't work backwards, but I'll leave that alone from saying any further. Leave it right there. All right, so that's that so far. Kind of looks like a jester's hat a little bit, like in the old medieval times. Okay. Of course, I applied stickers wrong. Part of the casualty of doing this upside down. I will fix it off camera because it's going to require a little more trick than what I can do while I'm sitting right here. So I will fix that later. It looks like this is almost the same as the last one, but there's got to be some variation to it, or else Lego would have just put a ×2 on the book. So, but it's pretty close, I can tell you that. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I see what's different. These are reversed. So it's kind of almost a mirror image of the other one, of the last one there. Oh, that's not good. I have to look at it this way just for a minute. Okay. All right, except for the upside down stickers, I think we're done with this, and this goes on the other window. Okay, those are facing correctly. Okay. Okay, we're down to another sticker. It says, makers of find wands since 382 BC. All right. If it was me, I'd make these overlap to make it stronger. But, okay. It's looking pretty good. I like that second level going up there. It's not part of the shop, so, or at least it might be, but we'll see what that is. I'm kind of interested in that. Okay. Again, I think I mentioned this in the last video. I love these masonry profile bricks. I think they just add character to the buildings instead of these flat blocks. Give some texture, give them character. And if you see my city videos, you'll know that I very much like them and like using them in my buildings. They can be a little pricey, and that's part of the reason why I have a Bricklink store, so I can get them for cheaper. These little black Technic pens, I never thought I'd run out of them, but I did. I had to order 5,000 for the city, for the garage. Never thought I'd say that, but I did. I ran out. It's a good thing they found them on sale from one seller. Of course, he's the guy's not responding, but I bought 5,000 of them, and they were only half a penny a piece, so it's pretty cheap there. All right, a little bit of repetition here. Of course, nothing really wrong with that, as long as it's just a little repetition. Got this lamp going on. You need some arches now. Some more masonry profile bricks. Let's slap those on there. Okay, need this on the edge. Oh, some more windows, and I need six of these bad boys. So let me pop these windows in there. Halfway there. All right, all windows are placed. Time to do the cap of these bay windows. And these can always be a little tricky because you have to get them to line up just right. There we go on that one. Let's try one more here. Oh, that one went out great. Oh, shoot. There we go. All right, disaster averted. All right, and looks like we got one minifigure to put together. All right, and it's on to bag 4. I remember the first time I saw this was when I was living in Germany. These pieces right here, it was in a streetcar set. I can't remember. It had a streetcar, it had a bus, I think it had a pizza place. I can't remember exactly, but this was the front of the streetcar. That was the first time I ever saw that one. That's a good piece. It helps expand the creativity with allowing circular things instead of being all square. As if I didn't have enough fun with windows already, gotta do some more. So done with that. got to support the bottom on this one. It's not too steady. That's the second time I've done that. I'm moving him. He goes over there now. Okay. There we go. I apologize if you are able to hear construction noise in the distance. I can barely hear it, but I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up. And if it is, I apologize. But I do live in a pretty new neighborhood, and as a result, there are houses all around me being built. So sometimes I just can't avoid that coming on the camera. Okay. This time the stickers are on right, thank goodness, right? And then next, I like how they did that. How they put the plate there on the bottom to keep this window from being pushed in. Okay. I like how they did this because it's not a flat building. I mean, obviously they have to copy as close as they can of the movie. But regardless, I like how Legos have incorporated pieces like up here and the windows that pop out. It's not just a rectangle box. It's a building with character. It looks like this is going to be a fireplace here. That's interesting that they would use 3 1x1 tiles instead of just a 1x3, which is not that new anymore. Hopefully I'll see why here soon. Okay, I guess this is supposed to be some sort of dresser. Well, that's interesting. It's a little skull here. Alright, so now we're going to be building a little bit in here. Alright, I'm going to have to turn this around because I just am not able to do this upside down. I will flip it around as soon as I am able. Oh, wow, that's interesting. I've never seen that before, that design. But I like it. So I think it looks like it's supposed to be some sort of rug. I'll turn around and show that to you in a minute. It's made with dark blue and what's called medium blue. Medium blue is on the inside of the pattern. It is. Looks like a little rug there. If my daughter was here, she would love to make this furniture. As I was stating in another video, she's really good at making Lego furniture. She's an adult, so she's since moved away from home. But it's funny, my Lego habit has rubbed off on her, and in fact, she contacts me every couple of days asking me how to modify this and that. And you know, maybe I should make a video out of that because she bought a Frankenstein, actually she bought 2 of the Frankenstein blockheads, and she decided that she wanted one of them to be Frankenstein's bride, but she wasn't sure how to go about it, so she texted me, and within a few minutes I'd come up with a pretty interesting hairpiece for the Bride of Frankenstein, complete with the white little lightning-like pattern on the side of her head. And right now she's doing the same thing. She's got a Daisy Duck blockhead she's trying to build, and she was asking me for ideas on how to do that as well, the bow and the shoes. All right, rundown little couch there. I'm not sure what exact year that Harry Potter was in, but it looks like that's from the 1970s. And the tradition of Legos and kids continues in my family. I have a 2-year-old granddaughter who stayed with me for about 2 months earlier this year. And during that time, we did Legos a lot, got the pictures to prove it. And she loved it. And you know what's really good about kids is at that age, even though technically they're not helping you, let them believe they are. It helps their self-esteem, and it doesn't discourage them from helping you when they're older, which, believe me, if you have kids that are below the age of 10 now, enjoy their helpful attitude while you've got it, because when they turn teenagers, you can forget about it. But it does help foster that at a young age. So, but grandkids are even better because, you know, you get to spoil them, you get to send them home. They're not your responsibility. Oh, I'm sorry, I turned it around and then I forgot to turn it back around so y'all could see what I'm doing. Yeah, y'all. Y'all may hear me say y'all. Yep, I spent some time, I lived in Kentucky for a few years, so that kind of rubbed off on me a little bit. And not that I mean to make fun of Kentucky, and I know I'm not, but I will say it was unique. And being that I spent most of my time in California, when I had moved to Kentucky, I got directions to this guy's house, and his directions were very unique, unlike any other I'd ever heard. He told me that you went down a mining road that was only paved on one side. Now that was weird. That was unique enough, and I thought, wow, is this guy putting me on or something? What's up? But I got there, and sure enough, there was a mining road that all it had was pavement on one side of the road. And the other side was dirt. So, very unique. Never did figure out why they did that, but I can assure you they did. And then he said, you go down that mining road, and when you first turn on to the part where it turns into dirt and pavement on one side, you go down 3 Farsees. And I gotta admit, I've never heard what a Farsee was, so I had to ask. I said, I'm sorry, what is a Farsee? And he says, well, when you first get on that road, you stop and you look down about as far as you can see, and you go to that point, and then you look as far as you can see, and then you go to that point, and one more time you look as far as you can see, and you'll be close to the house. And I gotta admit, that was a new one. And also some other Kentucky language I picked up that I don't use, but I definitely know what it is. Was that another time I was trying to make an appointment with somebody, and he said, well, I get home from work about dark 30. I scratched my head for a minute and tried to see if he was going to clarify what that meant, so I didn't have to ask, but unfortunately he did not, so I had to ask. I said, I'm sorry, what is dark 30? And he says, oh, that's about half an hour before it gets dark. And then I guess I don't want to get myself in trouble here, but I will tell a joke that I said while I was in Kentucky. I was visiting some people's houses, and they were good people. And you know, while I was over there, I decided to tell a joke. And boy, did I not know what kind of trouble I was going to get myself into. I made the joke that I said, what do you get when you get 6 Kentucky women in one place? And the answer is a full set of teeth. Now, the husband, he laughed his rear end off. The wife all of a sudden got real quiet, closed her mouth. And I thought, oh boy, what did I just do? What did I step into? And sure enough, I found out through that she had dentures and actually only had 3 teeth in her mouth, but you wouldn't have known it. She actually looked like she had a perfect set of teeth, which is part of the reason I told the joke, because I thought I was safe in telling the joke, but, well, I wasn't, and it led to a rather uncomfortable moment there. I think she forgave me because she joked with me again by the time the night was over. We played some card games as a group, so I think I was okay in the end, but definitely made for some awkward moments there. So I guess the important thing is know your audience before you tell a joke, and you better know them pretty well, because you don't want to do the thing that I just did, where you open your, what do they say, open mouth, insert foot. Yeah, that's never a good idea. Okay, well, it looks like we're getting there. Very close to finishing bag number 4. Okay, this is, I don't see how that works. Okay, we got it there, right? Yeah, we do. Oh. My bad, let's fix this. Sounds like they're remodeling the pyramids outside, my goodness. That is loud. And they have to be pretty loud, because I live, I have a lot of military jets that fly over my home, and because I'm close to an Air Force base, and I hardly ever hear them being inside the house. And these are the F-35s, and let me tell you, those suckers are pretty loud. If you're outside, you have to end the conversation until they're done with their flyover, which is pretty frequent, and they tend to fly in 4s, and I don't hear them inside the house. But yet I can hear this guy and whatever he's doing. So after I'm done with this bag, I think I want to take a peek and find out what is he doing. Oh, cool, we got some more stickers. Okay, cool. All right, so the stickers on this flag says the fear of flying classes. I guess this is going to age me, but if you've seen me, I think I age myself just by looking at the camera. But it reminds me of Airplane, the movie Airplane, where he steps on the airplane and the old lady says, "Nervous?" He says, "Yes." "First time?" "No, I've been nervous lots of times." Of course, we all know that she was meaning nervous about flying for the first time. But that's one of the things that makes that movie an absolute classic, is just all the play on words there are, like hospital. What is it? Well, it's a big building with patients, but that's not important right now. Okay, so we got masonry bricks. Oops. Let's get it turned around. All right, guys, well, after this piece, this is the end of bag number 4. And it's also going to be the end of the video today. I was hoping to finish the building, but a couple things, time and that noise outside is bothering me. So, and I don't know if it's on camera or not. So I'm going to end it here. And this is first building's almost done. It looks like we got a little bit of a chimney to go, a roof here with 2 chimneys, and we are done. And this does come up a little bit, by the way, because this eventually is a little higher than this one here. Hope you guys are enjoying the build. I'm certainly enjoying it. Always loved Legos, been enjoying it for over 40 years now. And if you guys like this video, please hit the like button. First time here, please subscribe, or if you've been here a couple times and haven't subscribed, please take the time to subscribe. And please hit the notification button. That way, you'll always know when one of my videos come out. And in addition, leave a comment. Help the algorithm know that we're here and we're a Lego community and we want to get the word out that building Legos is fun, and that you think I've got some good ideas. But anyway, speaking of ideas, I also have a Facebook page. It's to Chip Off the Old Block Toys. Please feel free to post what you're currently doing on there. I'd love to see some of the projects that you guys are doing. I've enjoyed Legos for all these years. I know I'm not the only one that does, or else you wouldn't be here watching. So please take a minute and drop a couple photos on there, upload them, and let me know what you're working on. And if you need ideas, let me know. I'd be happy to review it. Maybe I got a good idea. Or if you have a good idea for me, leave that in the comments as well. All right, guys, be safe out there, and I'll see you next time.